That's a real important lesson that I probably learned to adopt more in the latter half of my career.
How do you recharge?
I think some days in the ICU can be busy, potentially stressful. So I think I've had a few strategies I've adopted over my career to help me sort of unwind from those days and, like you say, maybe recharge. Certainly activity and exercise is one of them. I think fundamentally I've tried over the course of my adult life to almost exercise every day. So even in the cold of winter and -40, I'll find some mechanism to do something: running, skiing, biking, swimming, whatever it is. But I think exercise is just one of those opportunities where you can get away from all the distraction and you can just focus on the moment at hand. And yeah, it's usually a good way to recharge.
Amazing. And are there any lessons you recently learned about protecting your well-being that you wish you had learned this sooner?
I think early on, when you're younger, when you're establishing your career as an intensivist or as an academic, you often take on more than you realize. So I think being selective and being about what you take on is really an important issue, and you want to be able to complete all those things. You want to be able to fulfill your promises and your obligations. And so I think that's a real important lesson that I probably learned to adopt more in the latter half of my career. I think there are strategies that need to be owned by students, residents, early career people, whereby they need to be able to take the time to restore themselves and not rely on other people to necessarily do that for them. I think, as adult learners, we all need to be able to manage our own expectations and our own strategies around how best to restore and obtain rest and, cognitively relax, etc.
You should kind of give yourself permission, because you can't expect maybe the senior staff to give you permission to take a vacation if you need it.
I don't expect my bosses to tell me when I need to take time away unless I'm dysfunctional, unless I'm really showing signs that I'm burnt out or I'm not performing as expected. Those are that's the extreme, and that the horse has left the barn there. So I think, each individual needs to learn to acquire resilience and understand the strategies that best enable them to perform maximally while at the same time offering that restorative